Hi, I'm Peter Flockins here.
I'm Kevin Garcia.
And this is the Peanut Gallery.
We're going to be choosing our picks for the Oscars, which come out this weekend. So, Peter, before we start.
Okay, yeah, before we start, I just want everyone to know at home that we have not seen two of the films. We have not seen more, because it really hasn't been playing in our area, unfortunately. And we have not seen Life of Pi, primarily because Ang Lee just ruined the Hulk, and I have
And
not...
it was 10 years ago. He's still dwelling over it.
I still haven't forgiven him, because...
It's terrible.
It really was. Anyway, let's get started. Right now we're going to do Best Supporting Actress. So, I'm going with Sally Fields from Lincoln. She plays Mary Todd Lincoln in this film and is phenomenal. She actually put on 30 pounds for the role.
Dedication.
Yes. And she goes through all the moods of Mary Todd Lincoln. She plays the witty, funny president's wife, then she plays the grieving mother, and then she plays just the crazy and bipolar Mary Todd Lincoln that we all have heard from lore. But she does so with just grace and skill. She is very good throughout the entire film.
I'm going to go with Anne Hathaway from Les Mis. Her role was captivating since the beginning. She plays a prostitute. Very depressing story because she's trying to get any type of money to feed her daughter. And so the first scene, her first night on the job, it's rough. You feel the woundedness, and she's just so sad. And when she does I Dream a Dream, everyone was clapping. It was a beautiful song. I was tearing up. The biggest impression that I got from her was that when her role's cut off, because that's just by versus the story, her role lives throughout the rest of the film. So that role was so impactful that you notice it throughout the rest of the film in different moments. So I'm definitely going with Anne Hathaway for Les Mis.
Well, for Best Supporting Actor, I'm going with Philip Seymour Hoffman from The Master. And what's so great about him in this entire film is that he has a certain hypnotic stare to him, a certain hypnotic mood that you don't know what he's doing, but you're just captivated by him. He also has a certain, what would you say the word is, pentameter about him that I just find so great.
I'm going to go with Christoph Waltz from Django Unchained. He's witty, he's funny. I died laughing in his movie.
And then he actually kills people.
And then he actually kills people.
Yeah.
I mean, the KKK scene was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. It's definitely different from playing a Nazi in Inglourious Basterds. But Christoph Waltz, he's always been a character actor.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about him a lot. He reminds me of Robert Shaw from Jaws. And from The Sting, with Robert Redford and Paul Newman, because he is that character actor. He's always been great in that.
Okay. Well, now we're going to go to Best Actress, and I am saying Naomi Watts from The Impossible. And, you know, I haven't been moved in a film for a while. I mean, I thought Les Mis was fantastic, but I did not, you know, feel it right here. But The Impossible with Naomi Watts was... I actually felt something with that film. She had this certain emotional aspect to her that was, you just have to see to believe. It's a story, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, about the tsunami in, not Haiti, in Indonesia. And it's about this mother trying to find her children and her husband, and throughout she doesn't speak a lot through the second half of the film because she's dying. And it is just so powerful, and even though she doesn't speak, the little emotions that she gives and the little movement she does with her face are just so powerful that I can't choose anyone else but her. I'm
going with Jessica Chastain from Zero Dark 30. She was the Iron Maiden. I mean, she was a tough chick. I mean, everyone thought when she was coming to do this mission, trying to find Osama and everything, oh, she's a girl, so she's not going to do well. She just takes it on full throttle, and she just tears it up. What I liked about her the most was that she didn't have to convert a lot of emotion to get what she needed, and she was captivating. Her expression was limitless. It was amazing to see that. And what she did the best, I thought, was she broke down the barriers between the gender differences between the man and the woman in the movie, showing that a woman can do this and have a mission that's this high. And she set the bar high, and she just totally did an amazing job.
Okay, for Best Actor, I am going with Daniel Day-Lewis from Lincoln.
It's always a safe choice.
He is a safe choice, and I just thought he was fantastic in the film. But when I was watching Lincoln, I was not seeing Daniel Day-Lewis on the screen. I was seeing Abraham Lincoln in the flesh on the screen. And that is a sign of a great actor when you can pull that off.
You lose yourself.
Yes, you do. You don't even have suspension of disbelief. You feel like you are just a fly on the wall in one of Lincoln's war room meetings. And actually, on that note, I thought that he was fantastic because the way he portrays Lincoln. We're used to thinking of Lincoln as this stoic, stone figure who has the weight of the nation splitting apart. And it's the weight's just on his back, and he has to be strong and brave and very logical. And he's this mythic hero to America. But he's portrayed in this film as kind of a folksy man who is just very wise, very warm, and he just is this person who's been thrown into an extraordinary circumstance, which is the true definition of a hero.
Right.
And I thought he was great.
I'm going to go with Hugh Jackman from Les Mis. What I was most impressed with is his variety of acting.
Okay.
He could go from action star like Logan, Wolverine from X-Men, and then do Jean Valjean from Les Mis. And it really is about his story, and as he progresses throughout the movie, you can really tell what he's becoming, what's developing about him. So he really took that into consideration with his role. So you see the progression for sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
Now for Best Director, I am going to go off here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I am going to go with Ben Affleck from Argo. I think he was a fantastic director in that film. I know he's directed some other films before that haven't been that great, namely The Town. But I thought in this film, it is shot so well. It's written so well. I really enjoyed the film, and I really felt in the moment, really. And what was great about it, I thought, was that the way it was directed was similar to the style in which it was taking place. It took place in the 80s, I believe, and it kind of had that feel to it in terms of directing. I thought that was great. And, you know, I'm saying this to the Academy. I know they're watching, obviously, because we're a fantastic show. Why didn't you nominate Ben Affleck for Best Director? I mean, he won a BAFTA. He won a BAFTA, so that's something. That's something.
I'm going to go with Steven Spielberg.
Okay, that's a safe choice.
It really is.
Safe choice.
What I'm glad that he didn't choose the whole story of Abraham Lincoln about his whole biography from beginning to end. He chose the story of ratifying the 13th Amendment, slavery, and the Civil War period. Really showing the conflict that he had to deal with. And what he did with Abraham Lincoln, the character that was really well, he showed the poetic side of him. The way he talks. The dialogue with him was fantastic. So, Steven Spielberg, rock on.
So, Kevin, what did you think was the most Oscar-worthy film in 2012?
I'm going to go with Lincoln.
Lincoln, that's
yes.
But was that your favorite, or what was your favorite?
My favorite movie of 2012 has to be Skyfall. Javier Bardem took that movie over. And Daniel Craig, I like him as James Bond. He's great.
I think he's been the best in Sean Connery.
I think so. And it's basically the Dark Knight version of the James Bond films. It really is. Okay. How about you, Peter?
Well, my most Oscar-worthy film, I feel, was The Impossible.
Okay.
I feel that it was well acted, well directed. The cinematography was fantastic in that. And I feel that it was kind of overlooked, especially with Lincoln. But, you know, you had the dream team with Lincoln. You had Spielberg, Daniel Lewis.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Yes. I mean,
producing it.
Yeah, but Lincoln was kind of like it was a supernova in the sky, and once you see that brightness, you kind of can't see anything else. So I can kind of understand why Impossible is overlooked. But my favorite film of 2012 has to be Wes Anderson's Moonrise Kingdom. I'm a big Wes Anderson fan. And Bruce Willis was fantastic in it. He is the opposite of the way he's usually cast, which is as this great. Yeah, exactly. Here in Moonrise Kingdom, he's kind of down on his luck. He's insecure, but he's great. And also Bill Murray has this really dry wit about him. He's deadpan the entire time. It's great. And also the two young stars, whose names I can't remember, but the two young stars of the film are just really good. They're child actors, but they are fantastic. I mean, you feel like they're just miniature adults in the film. They're great. And also you have Edward Norton. Okay, Edward Norton. He's just great, and he was good in American History X, and he was also good in The Incredible Hulk. And that, Ang Lee, is how you make a good Hulk film.
Yes, sir.
With Edward Norton in it. Okay, well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, what was your favorite film for 2012? Please comment below, like, subscribe, and stay tuned to the Elmhurst Leader, because we are going to be having some new content that's going to be coming out of the show later this year. We're going to have some news, some sports, And we're going to continue with the Peanut Gallery. So I've been Peter Flockins here.
I'm Kevin Garcia.
And this has been the Peanut Gallery. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.